record. So great. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, welcome. It is so good to be here. Here, Cape Town has been hot, and we have rain. So all good. And yeah, looking forward to catching up with you. Glad to see you all. Nice to have an extra person here today. And I'm sure our little group will keep growing as the year progresses and people find time and space to come and join us. So awesome that you're here. I don't really have any new news apart from the fact that our Clean Eating Challenge is still taking place in February. And our retreat is happening in March. I know Nicolette is joining us for our retreat. So all that info is on the Facebook page and newsletter and things like that. So I'm not going to bore you with that. What we are going to get into today is working with our throat chakra. And the reason why this came up is in our group coaching call today is we have guidelines that we speak about each week. And one of them is speaking with care and candor. And we were just saying how us who were in the group, we often able to speak or relate with care. We often struggle to include candor or speak not necessarily truthfully, but just candidly with what happened or what is. And Renelle was sharing that, being in the corporate world for so long, she was able to speak with candor so easily. But then when she retired, she struggled to find this ability to speak her own truth in the work that she's now doing, teaching yoga, doing massage and things like that. So we had such an interesting discussion, and that's what inspired the session today with regards to our Vishuddha Chakra, our throat center. So that is what we're going to be working with. It's going to be a lot of sounding work. We're going to do a little mudra at the end from my little Gertrude Hershey yoga and hands and mudra book. So that is just giving you a quick overview as to where we're going and what will be happening. So I invite you now to come and sit comfortably on your mat, dog or not. We're a little early, so Craig's not back from work yet, which means that, and it's raining, which means that Sausage hasn't been for his walk all day, which has been quite traumatic. So he's now going to hopefully not play disruptive yoga dog, but peaceful, calm yoga dog. Right. So sitting nice and quietly, feeling that you can lengthen through your spine, that you can relax the shoulders, that you can feel your breath flowing in and slowly out. And all that frenetic energy that is around, maybe with regards to rushing to get here or to be present, just feel that is all slowly starting to settle. You focus on the breath traveling in and out. There's a feeling of calmness and grounding taking place. Each time we focus more and more intently on our breath, it brings us into the present space we are in right now. And when we're in that present space, we're able to connect with what is. So on the next breath in, just allow your awareness to linger around your throat center. Notice how it feels. If there are any apparent sensations, physical sensations there. If there are any feelings arising. If there are any thoughts. And then take a moment to tap into Do you generally engage with the world speaking with a sense of care, or does the scale tip more to the side of speaking with candour? Again, neither better or worse than the other. We really do need both. Are you nicely balanced, or do you feel that speaking with care comes more easily, or speaking with candour comes more easily? Allowing that awareness, that realization to sit with you. Maybe allowing the practices that we do this evening to balance that Vishuddha Chakra, that throat center. So for a change, and if you feel that the space allows for it, you can join me with 3 ohms. Otherwise, you can just sit quietly and allow the vibration to fill you. If you'd like to join in, take a deep breath in. Om. 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 And just notice how you feel. You can rub the palms of your hands together, get your hands really nice and warm. Cup them over your eyes, take a deep breath in, and slowly out. Let's do that again. Rub the palms of the hands together. A lot of us spend a lot of time in front of the screen, so we could always do with some great palming. Cup your hands over your eyes, look into the darkness, allow the warmth to penetrate your eyes, gently re-energizing them. And then blink your eyes a few times as you get used to the light as you move your hands away. And all right, so let's just, here we go, make sure the recording perfect. Let's move straight into our neck. When you're ready, on an exhalation, draw the chin into your throat, gently tilting your head down, the back of your neck lengthening, and inhaling, bringing your head back to neutral. As you exhale, draw your chin into the throat, tilting your head down, and inhaling back to neutral. Once more. This time when your head is down, let it stay down. On the inhalation, draw your chin along the left collarbone to the left and just raise the head a little. Exhaling, draw it back along that left collarbone to the center. Inhaling along the right collarbone to the right. And exhaling back down to the center. Once more to, or twice more, let's do twice more to each side. Move slowly and mindfully to the rhythm of your breath. focus out the way and lovely smells. And again, noticing how it feels by gently squeezing into the front of the neck and opening, lengthening, creating space through the back of the neck. When you're ready, inhale, bring your head back to the center, draw your shoulders right up to your ears, tilt your head back, and if you want to, you can rock the head a little from side to side, squeezing into the top of the shoulders, releasing. It's kind of like massages into that occipital region of the head. And then bring the head back to neutral. Take a moment to turn your head to look over your left shoulder without turning your whole body. So keep your body centered. Turn just the head so that you're looking over that left shoulder. Allow your eyes to peer as far over to the left as well. So it feels like you're straining them a little, but you're not, as the straining's wrong, you're kind of tuning them a little. So keeping yourself upright, keeping your head still turned to the left, you're going to move your eyes so that only your eyes are looking to the right now. Head stays where it is. And then shift your eyes and gaze to the left. And now shift your eyes so that you gaze to the right. And once more, shift your gaze to look as far over to the left as you can. Keep your head where it is and move just the eyes to the right. That's how your eyes get a little bit of work here. Bring your eyes back to the center. Inhale, head, and then back to the center as well. Fantastic. Same thing, other side. We need to turn our head over to the right. Stay here, hold, breathe, relax into the shoulders. Now peer your eyes as far over to the right as you can. Trying to look as far behind you as possible. Chin parallel to the ground, keep your head still and move just your eyes to the left. Then move your eyes back to the right. Now peer over to the left again, all the way to the left. And then peer all the way back over to the right. Head stays steady, working those eye muscles. Peer all the way to the left. Super. And then peer all the way over to the right. Soften the gaze. Inhale, bring your head and neck back to the center. Fantastic. Draw the chin into the throat once more. Tilt the head down and let your head rest here for a moment. Interlock your fingers, slip your hands behind your head. Inhale, open up your elbows. As you exhale, allow your elbows to come together and just allow the weight of the head to, the hands on the back of the head to draw the head down a little bit more. On your inhalation, lift the sternum, open the chest, draw the elbows back. Allow that breath to fill. Now, as you exhale, draw the chin into the throat. Allow your spine to round here, curling. Allow the chin to draw into the chest or your throat, and allow your hands to feel heavy. As you inhale, lift the sternum, open the chest, open the throat, and this time gaze upwards a little. Notice the throat opening, but you're not throwing the head back. Your hands are still supporting. As you exhale, draw the chin into the throat, round. You might notice you can curl a little bit more. On the inhalation, you're opening, you lift it. Notice the throat opening as well. You may start to feel a little bit of warmth forming. Exhaling, you're rounding. Last time, inhale, open, stay, allow the throat to open. We're going to do 3 R breaths. When you're ready, take a nice smooth breath in and release. deeply. As you do the sounding, you may notice that the top of your shoulders begin to release. Last time, breathe in deeply. And inhale, head comes back to the center, reaching the arms up. Exhale, release them out and down. Let's move into shoulder circles. As you can slip the hands onto your shoulders if you'd like. Otherwise, you can keep them down by the side if you want a gentler version. Inhale, those elbows come up and back. Exhaling down and around. While you do that, you actually may want to change the cross of your leg. We've been legs moving here for a while. So making sure you change the cross of your legs. If you find that crossing your legs is uncomfortable, then do the practices with your legs straight out in front and consistency on your knees. And change direction, circling the other way. Inhaling, the elbows go back and up. Exhaling down. So in this lesson, in case you weren't warned in my WhatsApp messages, that we're going to be doing a lot of sounding breath, a lot of kind of sound releases today, just to help with opening up that Vishuddha Chakra, that throat chakra. And from here, you're going to just grab hold of your neck a little and begin to massage gently up and down, very, very gently. The neck is such a sensitive area, but it actually feels quite nice just to have a little bit of pressure, a little bit of warmth there as we begin. Good job. And release. Let's move into a side stretch. We're going to place the right fingertips onto the mat beside us. Inhaling, drawing that left arm up. As you exhale and taking the arm over. Take it into a nice long stretch. Inhale, bring yourself back up to the center. And exhaling, taking yourself over. Just keep it fluid and dynamic, nice and open. And release, same thing, other side. Inhaling, your right arm comes up, exhaling as you take it over. As with anything in life, whatever distraction or animal decides to join you, or child decides to join you, just allow it to be part of the fun and the action. There's no point to get upset or frustrated about it. We go back to the other side, take a nice deep breath in. This time, as you go over, as you exhale, you need to release your bottom hand. You're going to be working on this side, and we're going to be tapping all the way down and up the side of the chest to release. Again, you take a smooth breath in. We'll do an in breath here. Take a smooth breath in and release. Ooh. Inhale deeply, 2 more. Lengthen, exhale. Inhale deeply. As you inhale, we don't tap. Exhale. Inhale smoothly, coming back to the center. Exhaling, releasing. Same thing, other side. Breathing in, taking that right arm up this time, or whichever the opposite side that you're working with. Feel that you can exhale, you can lean over. Breathing in, feel that just smooth length through that side, and exhaling. Oh. last time, breathing in deeply and out. Oh. Inhale. Take a moment to close the eyes and just observe how you feel, how the energy feels within the body, any sensations you're noticing. Right, let's come and lie on our backs. We need to start off with a few rounds of the candle in a moment. Just close up, please. Right. There we go. Right, legs and toes, so we're safe. Few rounds of upanasana. Always when we come to our back, lying on our back, doing whatever movement you feel your body needs. Sometimes it's just hugging the knees, sometimes it's doing the upanasana, sometimes it's rocking from side to side. So give yourself the freedom and the space to do that. Remembering that I just offer you suggestions. At the end of the day, you need to be the deciding factor as to what it is your body is craving or desiring in that moment. Squeeze the knees towards you, arms down alongside the body. Inhale as you extend your legs up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you bring your knees to the chest. Right, now as you do this, notice, are you clenching, tightening the upper body or tightening into the throat? Or are you able to keep the upper body relaxed? So, working into creating a little bit more space through the back of the legs, opening up the hamstrings, the knees, the calves. Just really getting everything moving and grooving. And taking the legs a little apart, rotating the feet, rotating them the other way, paddling them. And then we're going to hold our candle for a moment. Find a nice comfortable position. You need to bend the knees a little so that you can get your knees over your hips, and then from there start working into straightening the calves. You can do so. We're not looking for perfection in our postures. We're just looking to actually be able to do them as to the best of our ability on any given day. So even if it means you need to bend your knees, you need a breath or two, and that you then send them up again, that is absolutely fine. Always looking for the wins in your day, the wins in your practice. What have you managed to gain this time doing your yoga? I mean, congratulating yourself that you've actually made it to your mat this evening to be here. That your body is willing and able to open up to work. When you're ready, hug your knees to your chest, give them a good squeeze. Inhale as you send your knees away from you. Exhale as you draw them towards you. Super. And release soles of the feet come down to the mat. If you do have a soft pillow under your head like I had, please remove it. For Dvipadapitam, the little bridge, arms come down alongside your body. Your feet are as close to your buttocks as you feel comfortable. Let's spread the toes wide. Ground down through the feet. Inhale, lift your buttocks. Lifting your spine, coming up as high as you feel comfortable with. Exhaling, coming down slowly. Right, so again, Dvipadapitam, our focus for today is going to be a little bit more around the area of the throat. Remember that you keep the head straight and aligned. If you need to check the posture, please come out of the movement, watch the screen for a round or two, and then go back into it. Please don't turn your head while you're in the posture. But for those who have done it plenty of times before, you move to the rhythm of your breath. Your inhalations lift you up, and your exhalations bring you down, keeping the legs nice and stable. And as you inhale and you lift up, you can draw the chin just a little into the throat today. And notice how you're creating length through the back of the neck. Press down a little through the upper arms and notice how your chest opens a bit more. Keep moving dynamically. Keep guiding the breath in. You can use your J breath, so you're making it quite an active breath practice. We're going to be coming back into working towards this posture in a little while. For now, we're going to release. So the next time you come out of it, bring the knees to the chest and give them a good squeeze. And again, if you need to rock from side to side, you go and do so. If you feel you want to hug your knees, whatever feels right. Lovely. And then stretching the legs out. Stretching the arms out behind you. Take a deep breath in. And yawn. Stretching through the body. Stretch your right arm and your left leg. Like we usually do after relaxation. Stretch your left arm and your right leg. Stretch both arms, both legs. And release. Good. All right. Last week we worked with the roly-poly. We're going to be doing something similar, but we're only doing 5 rounds today. It can be small little roly-poly. Inhale as you take your legs up. Exhale as you come forward. Release the breath out through the mouth. Inhaling as you come back. Exhaling as we open up. Just 3 more. Well, that was 3. I meant 2 more. We can do another round. We're not going to be standing up. We're going to just stay up on our buttocks. So that from here we're able to come onto all fours. Right. So when you're ready, coming onto all fours, having the knees underneath your hips and or your knees underneath your hips, your hands underneath your shoulders. All right, nice, strong, firm, sturdy cat stretch. Chakravartasana. Inhale as you open up. As you exhale, rounding your spine, tucking under your chin, tucking under your tail. Lovely. Inhale as you open up. And exhaling as you go. We're doing 2 more rounds here. Or a couple more rounds, actually, it's so lovely. I was laughing myself because a couple of rounds is 2 more rounds. Anyway, inhaling back to the center, my own little humor. I know there are a couple of you who struggle with your knees sometimes. So a nice thing to do is if you've got a soft pillow or folded up towel, you can pop that underneath your knees for a little bit of support. What we're going to be doing is the exhaling cat stretch, cat breath, which means that on the inhalation, it doesn't really matter which leg, you can use your right leg. It's usually quite nice to start on the right leg. I'll use this leg so that you can see better. What we're going to be doing is be inhaling, taking the leg back, and we can extend through the ball of the foot. And as you exhale, you're going to exhale out through the mouth. As you round your spine, bring your forehead and your knee in the direction of each other. They don't have to touch, they're just going in that direction. We're going to be doing 3 expelling breaths on the right side and then 3 expelling breaths on the left side. All right. It's a little difficult to talk while we do it, so count for yourselves in a sense. Inhaling, taking your leg back. Exhale, release. Inhale as you open. It's a strong, forceful exhalation out through the mouth. And then 3 rounds on the other side. Inhaling, opposite leg goes back. Last time. And release. Take a moment to rest here. Bring your buttocks onto your heels. Bring your knees together and fold forwards into Balasana, the child's pose. Now, if you need more space in Balasana, especially if you are larger endowed or you've got a bit of tummy, to take the knees apart. And if you find that you'd like to work into the hips, then work into Mandukasana. If you find being forward makes you feel queasy or uncomfortable, then just stay sitting upright. We're going to be here for 4 slow breaths to allow everything to settle, especially with the expelling breath. When we're releasing the breath, it can make us feel a little lightheaded or dizzy sometimes. We really just wanted to give ourselves and our body the time for everything to settle again and feel calm. And then when the time is right, and don't feel that there's any rush to come out of it, but when you feel that it is right, slowly uncurl, bring the neck and head up and last. And if you need to lean back to drain the sinuses, go ahead and do so. We are going to be working into the sunbird. So a posture we haven't done for a while. I'm going to work with a little bit of arm work with this one as well. So let's see how it goes. We're going to come on all fours. So the fingers are nice and widely spread. You can bring your knees together. And when you're ready, you can extend one leg back. I'm going to work with my left leg, but you can work with your right leg if you prefer. From here, engage the abdominals so that your tummy is not just hanging down and that there's kind of no support for you. So engage the abdominals a little nicely. And then slowly start to lift that leg as far as it feels comfortable. So you're going into a back bend, but you're not straining your back and feeling that there's any discomfort, especially no discomfort in your lower. So the leg goes back, the abdominals are nicely engaged, and you slowly start to raise that leg. So you've got a beautiful sunbird tail feather. While we're here, we're going to turn the right hand in a little and the left hand in just a little. About, what's that? Just less than 45 degrees, 30 degrees. And from here, we're going to allow the elbows to move out as we release down in the direction of a push-up. So keeping the spine nice and long, the chest open. As you exhale, you're going to allow the weight of the body to draw you down as you keep extending back through the leg. So the leg keeps extending back, and it may be a little way or it may be quite far. You might even find that you can bring kind of the chin down to the mat, depending on where you are. But remember, you're going to be pushing yourself all the way up, and you want to be able to use the arm muscles to do that. So we're going to be doing that twice more. The leg extends back. We're going to bend the elbows and coming down nice and slowly. As we inhale, we can come back. Notice that supporting leg as well. As we exhale, coming down slowly. And going a little bit further. And inhaling, coming back. Super. Release that leg, the tail feather leg. Sit back. Take a moment to release your wrists. Rotate them up. Rotate them the other way. Lift the fingers. And then we move. Right, so hands come back to the mat. We can actually turn the hands inwards a little already. Extend the opposite leg back. Press through the ball of the foot. Engage the abdominals. So it feels like you're zipping up a pair of jeans and just gently drawing the navel towards the spine. And now lifting that leg up. So you're working into a back bend, but it's not uncomfortable. Smooth, deep breath in. And as you exhale, bending the elbows. It might be a little way. It might be a little bit further. It might be all the way. Make it fun. Make it enjoyable. Shouldn't be a strain. As you exhale, coming down for the second round. Inhaling, pushing up slowly, slowly, slowly. Make it a controlled movement. Use your whole exhalation to come down. There's a pause. Now use your whole inhalation to bring yourself back up. Stay here for a moment. Open up the chest. Gently gaze up. Notice how you're opening through the front of the body. And then exhale, release. Bring your knees together. Release your hands and rotate. Rotate that. Right, so what I'd like to do is demonstrate quickly before you go on, just so that you can watch, and then we're going to be working into a few bridges together, and then we're going to be doing a variation of Matsyasana, the fish, to open up the throat. Now, with the fish, if you've got any neck problems or anything like that, please leave it out. You can work with just the bridge, because I can't see you on the screen. I don't often do this. I don't really like doing it. So you really are going to just have to observe how far you want to go. If you do have a yoga block or brick, you may just even want to place it underneath your shoulder blades and allow your head to release back. If, however, you are comfortable with your yoga practice and this is all right for you, we're going to take it into a nice simple version of the fish in a moment. We're not going to go yet, but I'm going to just demonstrate so that you've got an idea. The arms are going to come underneath your body. You are not allowed to turn your head when you are in this position. You can then either keep the knees bent or you can stretch your legs out. But what happens is you're going to be pressing up into your elbows, opening your chest and releasing your head back. Now you can stay here or you can slide back until the crown of your head then reaches the mat. And you'll be staying there for 5 breaths. When you come out of it, you're going to be lifting. You draw the chin into the throat. You can lift the hands and you slowly curl up. Don't stress. I'm going to talk you through all of that in a moment again. That was just to give you a visual demonstration as to where we are going to be heading. So if you're on your back now, we start with a few rounds of the bridge again to prepare. Let's say we're going to go back into the posture, and this is the reason why. So feet are down by your side, 3 times dynamically, inhaling as you come up, and exhaling as you come down slowly. Twice more. Ground through the feet, nice, stable, firm, solid base. Exhaling down. Last time, this time when you're at your highest point, you're going to hold your bridge, stay there, breathe. Allow the chin to be drawn in so that you're looking in the direction of the navel, kind of between your knees. You can slide the arms underneath your body already, interlock your fingers, extend through your index finger. Similar to the pan position you're going to be using for your fish in the moment. So when we go into the fish a little later or in a moment, the arms are going to be like this, except the hands are going to be flat on the mat. Chest is open. Gentle squeezing in the throat, back of the neck along. Release the hands, release your spine. Bring your knees to your chest and hand. So if you already feel that the fish Matsyasana is not for you this evening, please leave it out and take yourself back up into the bridge for 5 breaths. If you would like to take yourself into Matsyasana, the fish, you can do so now by placing the soles of the feet onto the mat. Lift your buttocks, Slide your arms underneath like we did with the bridge. Have the hands flat on the mat though, and allow your body to rest on your arms and your hands. You can have your knees bent or you can have your legs straight. On an inhalation, push up so that you come all the way up onto your elbows, and you can even squeeze your elbows in more now so that you can get more open, excellent English, Nina, so that you can open the chest more, lift the sternum, and if you wanted to stay here, do so. If you would like to go back, open up into the throat, release your head back, and very, very slowly slide all the way back so that the crown of the head reaches the mat and you come back. You're staying there for 5 breaths or for as long as you feel comfortable with. I may just come out of it so that I can speak a little more easily. So you're staying in your posture for 5 smooth breaths, either the bridge or the fish, allowing the throat to either gently be squeezed or the throat to be opened. If you find that 5 breaths is too long, then please come out of it earlier. You don't have to stay there for the whole time. When you do come out of it, you do so again mindfully and gently, lifting the head first, coming out down, releasing the hands. Place the feet or the legs in a comfortable position. If you're in your bridge, you come down slowly. And then allow your head to roll over to one side. Bring your head back to the center. Let your head roll over to the other side. Bring it back to the center. Over to the right. One side, the first side, back to the center. To the other side. And release. Super. Bring the knees to the chest. And you may feel that you're happy to just hold the knees in. Or you may feel that you need a little bit of movement. If that's the case, rock from side to side or move into your Apanasana. Then you can either roll into your right side coming up slowly, or you can swing yourself up. Great. All right, and just noticing how you feel as you kind of come into an upright seated position. So that's the Fisherman's lesson. That was our kind of pose of the evening, main pose for tonight. We're going to do a little bit of pranayama, breathing practice. We're going to work with a mudra this evening. It's called the shell mudra, Shank mudra, from this book, and I'll read a little excerpt for you when we do the mudra. And what we're going to do is we'll do a little bit of pranayama, and we're going to slip straight into our meditation from there. We're going to be doing it seated today, so it's going to be a seated meditation. So depending on where you are, if you need to put on a jersey or anything warm and woolly, go ahead. But if you're quite warm, then you can stay as you are. All right. So for this shell mudra, you're going to use your left hand. So you're going to, it says here, encircle your thumb with the 4 fingers of your right hand. So we're going to be wrapping the 4 fingers of our right hand around the thumb. At the same time, touch the right thumb to the extended middle finger of your left hand. Together, the 2 hands look like a conch shell. So if you definitely have a look at it from your side, that's what it looks like. Hold your hands in front of your sternum. All right, so we're going to be holding this mudra. So use your right hand to wrap around your left thumb, Your thumb finds the middle finger of your left hand, and you're going to bring your hands in front of your heart at your sternum. You can close your eyes here, and I'll read the rest for you as we move then into our pranayama. Do this often and as long as you want, or use it 3 times daily for 15 minutes as a course of treatment. When you want to practice this mudra, you can first sing Om several times, then listen within yourself to the silence for several minutes afterwards. This mudra is used during rituals in many Hindu temples. There, the conch horn is blown in the morning to announce the opening of the temple doors. The same applies to our inner temple, in which the divine light shines. It should also be opened. The shell mudra drives away every kind of problem in the throat. If you practice it regularly, especially if you sing Om as you do it, you can improve your voice. It also has a very calming effect and leads to collection and silence. Right, so that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to take a couple of breaths here. And then we're going to be repeating or singing the Om mantra 3 times, and then we're just going to allow silence to surround us. We're going to do it again, and then we're going to be doing it for a 3rd time with a minute of silence in between each of the 3 rounds. I'll guide you through it, so no need to stress. You just keep holding the mudra and enjoy. If you're able to join me with the Oms, go ahead. Otherwise, just allow the vibration to fill you. Take a deep breath in. Now enjoy the minute of silence. Let's do the next set of 3 Oms. We take a deep breath in. Om. 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 And again, we take a minute of silence. And let's do our final round. We take a deep breath in. Oh. Slip into that silence once more. Staying in the stillness. Just releasing the practice for now. So releasing your hands down to your lap. And observing how the body feels. Noticing any sensations. Noticing any sensations around the throat and the neck area. Noticing any current feelings. The most immediate thought. And then take a moment to acknowledge 3 things that you're grateful for. And then draw the hands into Anjali Mudra Namaste at the heart center. Take a moment to bow your head to acknowledge the amazing, fantastic being that you are. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Namaste and have a lovely, lovely evening, everyone. I'm going to push